Welcome back to my blog, I guess. Last week at the lectures, we discussed, if I remember correctly, about persona, more specifically about Keeping Up with Kardashians, American reality TV. I wanted to give about my input, my point of view. Generally, I think I think how it elevated my personality. So I think like previously I wasn't so vocal about my life before watching Keeping Up with Kardashians, and following them for a good 4 or 5 years now. I think since 2015, and I wasn't so vocal about it. Now, like I've been watching them, I feel like so. I have my own Snapchat story now, so I have like 2 Snapchat stories, and I document myself the whole day. So like even this actually like right now is required to Snapchat. So for example, it will be about anything. So you have your public story, like your main story, like whoever your friends are, you can just like they can view your story, and then your private story. So you have like a locked story where you will add people in, your closest friends, and then you can share anything with anyone. They all can view it, they can reply you back with it, and it's just very fun for me, honestly. Like I don't have to snap each one of my friends, they can all view it in my story, in my private story, and honestly they kind of enjoy it because you have an option that you can leave the story or you can block it, you can mute it, but they keep replying me back with it. So I think that they get entertained. So this was something I picked up recently, I think a year or two ago. But also like watching them for continuously for over 5-6 years now, I realized I became very very beauty conscious, because when you're constantly surrounded by such good looking people, you start feeling like you're not enough. Because like for example, I think 2-3 months ago, I think somewhere around July, I got in July I got lash extensions done. So it's basically like they add lash to your like lash line here with glue, and it stays up for like maximum 1 month. So I did that to like, because it gives you a very fuller, a very bigger eye look, like much more volume and thickness. So I want that look. And once I did that, first my family was like fine with it. Like they thought it's falsies. Like falsies is something you can like you use it for a few hours and you take it off. But extensions, they stay for a longer period of time. And then I think after a while it started falling off, and then I went again to do it, because once it got removed, I was like, okay, I'm not liking this look, because your original lashes also come off. So I was like, I want to do it again. And then the second time, my mother didn't approve. She was like, no, it doesn't look nice, don't do it the second time. And even my sister, they were like, say it's a waste of money, and I just didn't get that part. It's my money, that money is coming from my own tree, so that was invalid of them. But then they were like, no. So around like September, mid-September, my sister, she advised me to wear falsies and told me no. She strictly told me not to get extensions again. I think if this would be the case in Kardashian, this wouldn't be happening. They would be fine. My mom also didn't like it. The same thing also go with lip fillers. I wanted to get lip filler done. I did get it done during summer, so I did like very slightly 0.5 filler, upper and lower lip. But then I had to get it dissolved, because first of all, the difference wasn't much, but it was still a slightly more, because your lips get swelled. And my mom, she asked me about it, and then I told her, mom, like I had an allergic reaction. I had like seafood. I'm allergic to seafood, so that's why it's swollen up. And then after a while, it says it's not going down, go to the doctor. I'm like, okay, yeah, I will. So I told her that I had orange juice. Again, I'm allergic to it. And after a while, I had to dissolve it, because I knew this was something my mom couldn't be okay with it. Like this is not normal in Asian culture, Middle Eastern culture. It's not normal in my family to do so many makeup procedures. So yeah, I had to dissolve it very soon. I couldn't keep it as long as I wanted. Also, it's considered haram, or it doesn't make you look like a certain type of women men want you to be or are attracted to. So even women don't like it. Like if I got lip fillers, I knew for the fact my sister wouldn't approve of it. So this is something I think watching Keeping Up with Kardashians made me look conscious. Not exactly, it's I like again my choice, but I do feel like I want to glam up, you know. I think also like I'm very skinny as a person. Tutorial Miss Nagin pointed out this concept that Keeping Up with Kardashian promotes a certain body type, which is the hourglass shape, which is true, but because not many people have it. I especially don't have it. I'm a very skinny person. So when I look them on social media, and then of course it occurs to me that I want to be like her. Not exactly like Kim Kardashian, all these people. More like Stassi. Stassi is Kylie's current bestie. So she was a skinny person. She was very skinny, but then she did surgeries to fit in the gang. But she at least very vocal about it. Okay, Kylie has admitted to doing lip fillers, but that's all. Kendall has done a bit, but it's very natural. Kim and Chloe, I mean, I don't think they've spoken a lot about it. Even Chris, she's done a lot, but she's not so vocal about it. I think this also promotes like insecurity among people, but again, it's your choice if you want to follow up with it. I wanted to follow up, but at the same time, I'm like, why waste so much money? Because these these procedures are expensive, and they you once you get one thing done, you still wanna go like, you don't wanna get this done, this done, this done, and then it turns out you look like Donatella Versace. So also they promote that look because they are branding themselves. That's like self-branding, and they get paid to look good. I don't look good all the time. Okay, I do have makeup right now. That's because I just came from work. Like as you can see my lower lashes are like dead. I mean not dead, but they're like growing because I just took them off a month ago. So yeah. Like for example, in 2016 that was the King Kylie era. King Kylie because that's the username she had on Snapchat. So back then she used to Snapchat a lot. So during that time period, she came with these crazy hairstyles. She used to color her hair into every color possible: green, blue, red, yellow, pink. And all of these girls, back then I was in high school, so all of them used to follow her. Like, okay, I was a big follower of hers too, but I know people personally who used to bleach their hair continuously. And I mean, she has that money for treatment. There are people there who do it. And my friends used to follow her blindly. There are actually many reality TV shows that focuses like on family bonding, like for example the Emilio show, Very Cavalry, and the Ace Family, but they don't have the influence that these kind of people have that they have. But like for example, Scott Disick, Courtney's ex-husband, even he has a show. It's called Flip It Like Disick. Kylie had her show in 2017. It was about life of Kylie. Even Chloe had one. It was the Revenge Body with Chloe, where she would come up and talk about her struggles, like about losing weight. And she would sponsor people, and these people would come and talk about their struggle of losing weight and what challenges they had to face. But the ratings didn't go up that high. Like I think I was the only one who watched Life of Kylie because I used to be a big fan of her. It was just about like friends, and back then she was friends with Jordan. But I don't know why it didn't work out so much. It was entertaining. All of these shows come on E-News, so I watch a lot of E-News. Even Very Cavalry, it's I don't really watch it. It's just like it runs on TV when I have nothing else to watch, so I eat and I just watch that show. But it doesn't have that same influence that Keeping Up with Kardashian has. So I think because they have that drama going on, but also that they promote the sisterhood, they promote family. Okay, yeah, they're fighting, and okay, yeah, we get that there is fighting and drama, but at the end of the day they promote that they're family. And I think that's something we all look for. At the end of the day, we look for love, we look for family bonding. Not necessarily people have different meaning of family. So it can be a group of co-workers, they think they're family. It can be flatmates who think they're family. Everyone has different meaning of family, but people want that. When I watch that show, I mean, I don't want the drama, but okay, I feel like, so like when I'm watching the show, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're together through thick and thin, they're together at least. I know it's all staged, but it's like, it's so trashy that's so good. like it's a comfort show for me. Honestly, it's a comfort show. I think after Modern Family, it's this. I don't have any cameras running around me, so I act like I'm some big influencer on my Snapchat and talk about my day a lot. Like for example, today I shared that today I was at GTX event, so I shared every day from my morning routine. Like I was confused if I should wear black suit or a navy one. My friends were like wearing navy, so I shared it on my story. And then what I had for lunch, and I sat at this. It's called X Turismo. It's a big like jet ski type of. It's like jet ski mixed with helicopter, so it's supposed to fly up in the air. It's for like 700,000 USD dollars. So I shared that everything from the morning to the night, like what I did with my nephew, what I did with my sister, what my mom did something new. I shared that everything on my story, on my private story. I'll add it in below so you can see like who you can see it like that's there. Level of reality show only Americans can pull it off because I don't think any Middle Eastern Asian family would be this open to produce a show about their own family. We do have celebrities and influencers coming up. They talk about their marriage life and divorce life. Like for example, this Kuwaiti influencer, Awan bin Hussein, she was divorced. She had a cheating husband, so she was vocal about it. But like there are others who are not so vocal about it. Like for example, most of them aren't. Like for example, Balkis. I also think it's important to notice the whole cheating scandal with Tristan Thompson and Chloe. This is something I don't think any other Asian or Middle Eastern family would be so open to. Okay, like once it's fine, twice maybe, thrice okay, but this has been going on for years, and they're so public about it. Like even for example, Kim and Kanye, the whole divorce, the distribution of managing the kids. They're very very open about it. They share everything on social media. Like okay, we do have that in like we have some like for example Rawan bin Hussein, Kuwaiti influencer, very famous Kuwaiti influencer. She divorced her husband because he cheated on her with couple of prostitutes, and she even has a child. So yeah, she was vocal about it. She educated her platform other women in the society to not to deal with this kind of. But then, for example, like Balkis, Emirati singer, Emirati actress and singer, she also had a divorce. Her husband was from Saudi, and I remember on an interview in NBC. I didn't watch the whole interview. I just saw the clip and like I don't know full Arabic, but from what I could make out from the subtitle was that she wasn't very vocal about it. She said it's between me and just pray, between me and him, and just pray that like Allah guides us on the right path, and that was all. But I don't know what the case was, but she wasn't vocal about it. So this is something only Kardashians can